our channel, and today we're going to make this delicious looking cake design, and it's called feather icing. I learned this in my first class when I had started learning, when I had started building interest in baking, and I had gone for this cake class, demonstrating cake class, where the teacher was just teaching us while doing it. And this was the design I really loved, and it has stuck around with me since that time, basically 8 years now, and I really still like this design. So I'm going to show you how to make this design in today's video, and let's just start with the video and see how you make it. So I have 200 grams of chocolate melted here. I have melted this in the oven. You can also melt it on double boiler or use the microwave. I don't have a microwave, so I use the oven technique. You can go ahead and check it out on our Instagram page. Now I'm going to add this cream, which is Amul cream, 200 grams. So basically we're making 1:1 ratio. Also, I would highly recommend sieving this so there are no lumps in it. So always remember to put a sellotape at the bottom so your cake doesn't move around while you're assembling it. Put the cake board on top. Then for this step, I prefer using ganache. You can also use whipped cream or whichever icing you're using, but I prefer using ganache because ganache doesn't move around a lot. Put some ganache at the bottom. Keep the layer of the cake like that. Now this cake doesn't really require any soaking. Try and use a thin layer of icing at this step because you're going to add the glaze on top, so it's going to be a lot of icing. But because we're going to pour glaze on top, we have to make sure the bottom layer is very clean and nicely made, and it doesn't have a lot of creases and spaces and gaps. Otherwise the finishing of glaze will not look nice. Now you can see I'm using a bench scraper, and I removed the excess icing to make sure that we don't have too much icing, like I said. So use a bench scraper if you want. One more tip I would like to give you all is, if you all are making a ganache cake, always make sure before putting it in the fridge, clean the board, otherwise later it will be very difficult. Even if you maybe sometimes galdi se put it inside with the ganache on the board, you can use hot water and bench scraper or a palette knife and just scrub it off like that with using hot water. Now to make the stripes for the feather technique, I have taken white chopped chocolate here. This is compound from Morde, and this is 30 grams. This is 10 grams of cream. I'm going to melt white chocolate on the double boiler technique or directly on the induction. You can do that too. But don't put this in the oven because it can get burnt very easily. So our 30 grams of white chocolate is all melted now. I'm going to go ahead and add the cream. So guys, with every stroke that I'm giving on the icing, I'm cleaning it with the tissue. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you all did, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I shall see you all really soon. Thank you so much. Bye.